Hey guys, welcome back. I just got done painting the roof, the trunk lid, and the hood for that 59 Impala. So it's almost 8:30 at night. Not too bad. I got the gas tank done too for the motorcycle. So I got a lot done today. These are the package that accumulated this week. So I figured let's open them up, see what we got. And it's hard. I'm doing 3 arcade games for a guy in Michigan. I personally have 5 of them in the basement that I'm kind of working on here and there. And I'm getting ready to start on a pinball. And I'm remodeling the last room in the basement, which I have not worked on since I've pretty much cleared it out. Have not been back down here, been super busy. Trying to get this car done because that 59 Impala is supposed to leave next weekend. So I got to get it done. And I got to get that white dually done too, which Sunday I'm probably going to be painting the doors, or maybe even tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. So I've been ordering parts like crazy, and a lot of parts, a lot of money going out right now, but it'll all come back in the end. It just, it gets a little overwhelming to try to keep that many projects and make sure that you've ordered everything for everything. I believe the only thing left I have to order is the screen bezel, the marquee, and the, I'm sorry, I might have paint all over me. I don't even know. But anyways, the screen bezel, the marquee, and the CPO for Sinistar. That's all I have left to order that I can think of off the top of my head. So let's open these up and see what I got. Because to be honest with you, I don't even know what all the parts are. Just for the simple fact that I literally get home and I go in the shop. So these boxes come, they're on the porch. I literally throw them in the house and I go back to work. Some came today, some came yesterday. We opened up those other ones, I believe, at the beginning of the week. But I like to kind of show you guys what's coming in so you guys know what's going on with these projects, and that I am really close to pretty much having everything that I need for a lot of these projects. I'm going to try to go to Arcade Jason's house tomorrow. Maybe more towards morning if he's awake and up. See if we can't figure out that space dual board, because if we figure that thing out and it is the board and he can fix it or give me another one, that would be badass, because then I can finish that game. Not much left to it. You know, the monitor works, everything works, power supply works and everything. I actually took the power supply out of Arabian when I was testing that board, because the power supply that came in the Space Dual was working. But I figured, you know what? Let me just try another power supply, because with his boards, it doesn't matter what AR2 board you use. Now, if you're running the original Space Dual board, you need a -04 power supply. You cannot use a power supply out of a Arabian or a Centipede or anything like that. I believe the voltages are different. I'd have to really look at the schematic, but I'm pretty sure that's what the difference is. So that's just something that you got to keep in mind. With his boards, it doesn't matter. You can use any AR2 board. You could take one out of Centipede, Dig Dug, Kangaroo, which I think all 3 of those are the same. Maybe Dig Dug's different than the other 2, but you get what I'm saying. So let's open this first box here. This, I believe, was an eBay purchase, as I almost cut my thumb off. Good thing my knife's dead, dull. Long day, guys. Every day's a long day. Okay, yeah, these are some stickers for Pinball Pool. So I got a couple of, I thought I ordered 2. I know I ordered 2. Why did I get 1? Why does this keep happening to me? But anyways, this is the instruction card that goes in Pinball Pool. Maybe I only ordered 1. No, I know I ordered 2. Oh, there it is. So these are originals, it looks like. These are not remakes. They're in really good shape. This one has a little bit of dirt on it. This one's a lot cleaner. Obviously, I'm going to pick the better of the 2 for my game, and the one that I'm going to sell, I'll put the other one in. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but obviously for me, I'm going to try to pick the nicer of the two. So this gives you the instructions for a 3-ball game and a 5-ball game. I'm going to put it on 5-ball because that is I think it's a little bit better to be on the 5-ball. I'd have to remember how it works. But anyways, these are the instruction cards for that. I don't know that the games have them in it, or if they do, they're pretty rough. And that's why I bought these, if that's the case. I think they might be new old stock, to be honest with you. Okay, now this came from a company in France. I believe it was, yes, France, called Flips, FLIPPPSAS. So I don't know that, they obviously have a different way of spelling than I do, or than we do. Now this is the multi-board. Look at how small it is. Or not the multi-board. This is the all-in-one board for pinball pool. Now I was all excited because when I ordered it, the total came to like $460, and I thought it was gonna be a little bit over 500. So I'm like, sweet, that's a good price. Then 2 nights ago, I'm laying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and my email goes off. I'm like, what the hell now? So I check my email. It's an email from UPS. I had to pay $83 in tariffs to get this package delivered to my house. So either A, I had to be here when they showed up to give them $83, it was 82 something, or I could pay it over the phone. So I just paid it that night, and it's taken care of. But yeah, so $460 something plus 80, so it was like $540. But if you were to buy the boards individually, you'd be about the same price. So this is supposed to be the cat's ass as far as a board for that those Gottlieb pinballs from the late 70s. This is supposed to do more than one pinball. I don't know if these have dip switches or what, but funny because they are not a very big board. All that big, huge back, that head is going to be empty. So we got our instructions here. I'm going to put this right into, maybe we'll look at that real quick. So by using this, we now save ourselves an ass ton of headaches, okay? We have a board that we can LED the whole game, which that's my plans. I'm going to LED all of it because this board supports LEDs. On the original board set, you cannot LED. You can LED the lights that stay on. You cannot LED the computer-driven lights, anything that works off the board. But obviously, on a pinball, there's always some lights on at all times, for illumination, I guess you'd call them illumination lights. And I don't know, they had asked when I bought it, I think this supports like maybe 12 or 15 games. You'd have to go on their website and look. It's once again, it's called Flips, F-L-I-P-P. I think it's just F-L-I-P-P-S when you look it up online, but I could be wrong. But this just eliminates me having to hopefully never have an issue. I can't guarantee that, but I hope that's the case. Really nice board. And the other thing that this does is this takes the place of, when you have all those boards in the back of your head, what is there, 3 or 4? You have ribbon cables that connect from one board to the other. Well, now you've just eliminated that. So now your main harness just plugs right into these, and you've eliminated those extra connections. And those extra connections obviously could cause problems just like everything else can. Now, this is dip switches. Okay, that is right. I remember reading the instructions now. There's a dip switch setting that you get into when this is hooked up. One of the player scores does the dip switch setting. So you could set this for any of the games. And let me see if this instructions show it. It might not tell you what games this is for. But you can go online and see exactly all the ones it's for. What is this? The System 80, maybe? Is that what this is called? I forget. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go online to get the full instructions on this. But at least they're in English. Just looking here to see. I think it's a System 80. I might be wrong. Somebody sent me a message and let me know if I'm right or wrong. I think that's the first one that Gottlieb did for pinball. But it definitely, like I said, it works on a ton of games. Am I going to buy a second one for the other one that I'm going to sell? Probably. Okay, I bought one for now because I want to see how it works. I want to just check it out and see what's going on with it. Plus, I didn't want to shell out another $500 right now on the second one because I'm not going to do the second one. I'm going to do mine first, and then I'll do the second one after I'm done with mine. I'm going to make sure that everything is good with mine before I start another one. But the other one I'm going to sell, and, you know, I probably won't make a ton of money on it, but I'm going to sell a pinball that is going to be hopefully bulletproof by having this board. I can't, you know, obviously can't guarantee this stuff. And I don't know what happens if this breaks, how hard it is to fix. You know what I mean? Do you have to send it back to them? Is there somebody around here that could fix them? I don't know. But it's very nicely done. I give it that. This definitely must, I don't know if this is populated by people. Kind of looks like it might be. It's done very well. Looks like there might be a little bit of a residue from them cleaning it after all the soldering got done. But I'm excited to do this project and get this done and see how it works. So that's the board for that. We'll put it back in the static bag, which I don't know if it really matters, but we'll stick it in there anyways. And it came with some little harness here. You must have to have a power jumper wire or something going on for this to work, would be my guess. Not even going to worry about learning how to hook this up or adjust it or anything until I'm done with all the cosmetics and the game is back in one piece. Because it's kind of pointless, because if I read about it now, I'll forget about it. I will forget half of what I read. That's my problem in life, is I've never been good at reading stuff and remembering it, okay? I could read this front and back 5 times in a row and ask me in 2 weeks, and I'm not going to know what this is. I'm not going to remember it, unfortunately. That's how I was in school. But you give me something that is broken with no instructions, and I'm going to figure out how to take it apart and fix it. You know what I mean? So I'm more of a hands-on person than a book learning person. Not to say I can't read or anything like that. It just doesn't sit with me. You know what I mean? It doesn't. I have to keep re-looking it up. So there we go with that. I'm actually going to stick this in the bag too. Yeah, this is some sort of a plug. I don't know what this is for. Link cable to the loudspeaker in cabinet from screw clamp. Okay, so this is, they call it a loudspeaker. This goes from the new board to the speaker in the cabinet. So it must not run through the main harness anymore like it originally did. So there's that. So as far as I know, I have everything for Pinball Pool for me to put together. Now, I think this is Pinball Wizard. I don't know what I bought here. I was going to buy a bunch of bulbs from Comet Pinball, okay? But I ended up getting them from another company called Titan Pinball, okay? They were about the same price. I believe the reason why I went with Titan is I needed a couple other parts, and Comet Pinball did not have them, and I just figured I wanted to order everything from one place. I think that's what it was, or maybe not. I don't remember what the deal was, but anyways, there's a bunch of LEDs, guys. I don't know why I ordered from there. Must have been a reason why. Or, oh, you know what it was? Comet Pinball did not have all the colors I wanted. So I went with them because they had everything in stock of what I wanted. And I have no idea what this is, but... ooh, I got a fancy sticker to put on my toolbox. Titan Pinball. I don't know if you guys have ever ordered from them. Seem fine. I ordered 30 of each color. They were 38 cents a bulb. A couple of them were 79 cents a bulb. They're all frosted dome. They're 6.3 volt. The 44 base, which 44 and 47 are the same base. But I don't know how many actual bulbs I need. I ordered 2 different color whites as well. I believe a bright white and a warm white, maybe it was. but they are all frosted. I did not want any bare LED lights showing. I want them to be diffused. Does that make sense? So the frosted lens helps diffuse the light rather than it being like a pinpoint light. Just like our Christmas lights that we do with our pixels. Those have frosted bulb covers. And it diffuses the light and it gives it more of a rich color, I guess you'd say. More of a... I don't know, maybe it broadcasts it more evenly, maybe I would say. So yeah, I got warm white, and then I got green, purple, warm white, red, blue. Yellow, orange, and cool white. So I got warm white and cool white because I just wasn't sure. You know, do I use maybe warm white or cool white for the lights that stay on all the time? That's something that we can kind of do as we're working on it. So I got those there. I might have ordered more bulbs from the Pinball Wizard. I ordered some new parts for the flippers. Solenoids? Some more powerful solenoids for the Hollywood Heat Pinball. Somebody said that mine were operating slow. And they said, if I like it like that, that's fine, but they should be a little bit more powerful. So I ordered more powerful coils. Why not? Give it a shot. They weren't really expensive. I think they were like 15 or 20 bucks a piece. It's not like we're fucking breaking the bank with it, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, so the main reason why I ordered from Pinball Wizard was I needed more of these, the hell do they call these things? What are those nuts called? Yeah, I did order some more LEDs. They sold them in packs of 5. Why can't I think of the name of those nuts? I'll look in here. Why are they not on here? Oh, pale nuts. A pale nut. But I ordered reds and greens, blues, yellows, and one thing of whites. I ordered some extra from here just because I was already placing an order, and I said, screw it, I'll just get a couple more just to have them. They were cheap. They were 69 cents a bulb. Oh, I bought a couple color changing bulbs, and those were $1.45 each. I bought 4 color changers. So basically, I bought 40 pale nuts. Those were 17 bucks. I ordered 2 flipper coils, and those were $37.90 for the pair, which is not bad. Then the LED lights, I bought 6 green, 5 orange, which I wonder why I bought 5 orange. Maybe they only had 5. I bought 4 color changing, because I might want a color changing one on that game. I don't know. I mean, I bought some frost blue, which is different than the other blue I got, and then some frost red, and they're called Ghostbusters. So they're, I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but we'll try them out and see. So I like opening this stuff on camera because you guys can kind of see where I'm buying stuff from in case you guys are looking for stuff. So this is Pinball Wizard. The other LEDs came from Titan Pinball. These coils, the coil number is, I looked them up, and these are the more powerful coils. Let me know once again, is this the right move? Learning, guys, I'm learning. So these are Gottlieb 24161s, okay, and they come with a plastic sleeve. I think they all do, but I'm not positive. But these are supposed to be more powerful than the original ones. That's what they say. So we'll swap these out, and we'll see. We'll do a video on that. We'll do a gameplay and see if it makes it any... I didn't buy coils for the uppers because I felt like the uppers were plenty powerful enough up there. It was definitely making the ball jump a little bit, so I think those are plenty strong enough. So there we are with that. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. Do you guys like seeing me open parts on video? Let me know. Nobody ever comments and says that's cool. Yeah, I like when you do those videos. I like to get feedback so I know if I make these videos or not. If you guys don't like it and don't want to watch it, then say, hey, no, I don't want to watch that. It's stupid. That's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm all right with it. This, I believe, is the coin box that I was missing for Space Duel, because that's an over-under Atari coin door. And this I found on eBay. I think I paid 45 bucks for it. Really nice shape. So nothing exciting about that, except for it goes in there. All right, now this should be a box from Arcade Part. No, not Arcade Parts and Repair. This is from Arcade Shop, I believe. Yeah. This should be the rest of the parts for Sinistar and Robotron as far as buttons and joysticks and stuff. I hate nothing worse than these stupid styrofoam things. Okay, so we have our transparent buttons, because those games both use, I don't know if they're transparent or see-through, whatever. I don't fucking know. Opaque? I don't know. But anyways, I went and looked at mine and made sure I ordered the right ones. And I also bought all new leaf switches, because I'm not going to put new buttons with old leaf switches. Now, you got to get the right ones, because on Williams control panels, these screw right to the wood, okay? Now, there are other ones, there's other like metal control panels where you put the button through, then there's a big plastic housing with a thing that comes off of it where this screws onto it, and then your pail nut goes on there. But those will have a thinner base for the leaf switch. So you got to keep that in mind. There are differences between the two. But yeah, I like to put all new ones on when I'm doing something. I got to find, which I think I already have good ones for Space Duel, because the ones that came on the harness out of the other Space Duel, every single contact was gone. It's just smooth metal blades. That's impressive. That means somebody played the shit out of it. Now we got a pair of 8-way joysticks. These are the 4-inch tall handles, used for Robotron. I actually have a new set of these in mine, and I actually love them. I've heard some people say they don't like them. I like them. They're nice and stiff, okay? And I just think it feels good. They feel good when they're new like that. These are the balls with the long 4-inch shaft. So basically, I bought the buttons for Sinistar, the buttons for Robotron, the leaf switches for Sinistar and Robotron, a set of 8-way joysticks from Arcade Shop, and I paid, I don't know, it doesn't have a total added up, $39. I don't know, it's not total of that. So I can't give you a total, guys. But it wasn't horrible. The joysticks were $39 a piece, so that wasn't too bad. I mean, for a brand new joystick, that I like the feel of them. All right, now this is the last package. I know what this one is. The guy that I bought the conversion kit for the Space Duel cabinet to turn it into Quantum, he messaged me Saturday or Sunday of last week and said, hey, I have a marquee light with the speaker housing and everything. There's no speaker in here, but the wood speaker housing and everything. He's like, how's 80 bucks sound? I was like, that's fine. I could have made it for sure. I could have made one of these, but it's just one less thing I have to worry about, guys. This is made for Quantum, one speaker in the center. Quantum does not use dual speakers up top like Space Duel does. So we're going to go with that then. I'm going to have to put a plug on this, it looks like. There's no plug, but it has the marquee light, and it has, for the starter, So, and the transformer. So we have everything we need minus the speaker. So it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I definitely could have made it. But, you know, I have so much going on. Sometimes it's just quicker to buy it. And it's original. You know, doesn't matter. The game's not going to be original. It's going to be a conversion. But then again, you know, back in the day, conversions were a thing. It wasn't like it was a bad thing. Some conversions were done really well, and it was really cool. And sometimes the conversions went from one game to another and actually improved it. You know, as far as the cabinet goes, you know, it's a better game in that cabinet. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to run Arcade Jason's board in it. So the only thing I'm missing for Quantum is I got to order the art kit from Phoenix Arcade. I think it's $400 for the side art and the front art and the control panel overlay. Or do I have the control panel overlay? I have the control panel overlay already. I got it from this old game. So I have the control panel overlay. I just need the front art and the side art. And a marquee I already have too. I got that from Escape Pod. We opened that a couple weeks ago, I believe. So, I mean, basically I need to order the artwork and I need a vector monitor. So I'm going to have to pester Jason tomorrow again. He likes it when I pester him. I don't think he does, but we'll still pester him. So, yeah, so I got to put a plug end on this. I believe it's a 6-pin plug end because you have your ground, your common, power, common, and ground, and then you have 2 speaker wires that also go into the connector. So hopefully I have some of those connectors. I think I do. And I didn't realize they never put 2 screws in this, only 1. Lazy asses. Or somebody moved it, I don't know. So, all right, guys, well, that's going to end this video. No work getting done on anything tonight. Like I said, I spent all morning running around, all evening, afternoon into evening painting. I'm trying to get some of these projects done. I have a, when the 59 leaves, I need to unbury the other 59 that's in the back building. That's going to be coming up to the front of the back building so that I can pull it out and put it in the front shop. I also have a 58 Porsche coming. So if you guys are interested in watching me paint a 58 Porsche that is currently silver with some ugly ass stripes on it, I think we're painting it like an army green, glossy though, not dull. I think that's the color it's getting changed into. So basically, I need to get this 59 done that I'm currently working on and that dually, get those 2 out of the way. I'm going to swap them for the Porsche and the other 59. Now, the 59 that's in the back building, if you guys are interested in cars, check out my other channel because there's going to be a ton of videos on that car. We're going to do it from start to finish. That car is getting the works done to it. It's getting underbody cleaned. I think we're undercoating it because he wants it to be a quiet ride, and I get that. And I totally have no problem doing that because I had a painted underbody of a car once, and it's not fun. It sucks. And you hear every rock hitting the damn paint underneath there and chipping your paint up. But anyways, that car is getting a LS motor put in it. And I have never installed an LS motor in an old car. So that's going to be a big learning experience for me. Luckily, the guy that we're getting it from does that for a living. He sells frames and LS motors and stuff. He said he'll help me, guide me through the process. So we're going to be doing an LS swap in a 59 hardtop. Custom color paint job, 2-tone. I don't think I'm doing the interior. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing the interior. I know I'm doing the motor. I'm painting the car. I'm putting all the trim on the car. And I don't know how much more after that. But it's going to be a big project. And I'm excited to get going on it. He's been ordering parts. And they've been getting shipped here for the past 2 months. So I've been just piling them up, getting them ready. So that when that car comes in the shop, we can get it going. Most of the bodywork's done on the car already. I did it a long time ago. And then the car ended up sitting for a long time because he was busy at the time. He was still working. He's now retired, but he was he's a retired school teacher. So he was just real busy with school and sports and stuff like that. I think he taught basketball or football or something. I forget what it was. But anyways, now that he's retired, he's ready to get his car. So I want to make sure I get this to him by spring of next year. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. Like I said, most of the body work's done. The shell of the car still needs work, but all the individual panels are almost done. So tons of projects coming up, guys. I'm going to get started on the pinball pool playfield real soon, probably in the next week, because I don't want it out there too long. I don't want to get anything on it and ruin it. I just want to get it touched up, clear coated, sand it, re-clear it again, buff it out, make it look like glass, and get it down in the basement so that I can start working on the cabinet. Once the cabinet is body worked and done, then we can start the long process of switching all the stuff over from one playfield to another. We're going to have to do ohm readings on all the coils. I want to make sure all the coils have an ohm reading and they're not shorted, because I don't want to plug in a brand new board with a shorted coil and possibly damage the new board. I don't know if those new boards could get damaged. Let me know if anybody has used one of these boards. Can a shorted out coil damage these boards, or does it just put it into shutdown or something like that? I don't know. But anyways, I want to make sure that I test all the components as I transfer them over to the playfield that I repaint and make look awesome again. And then I have 2 more playfields. Well, I have 3 still, because I have a total of 4. 3 of them are populated, or 2 of them are fully populated for sure. The third one I think is partially populated, and then the 4th one is obviously empty. But I got to make sure that I leave another one together so that I can swap over the parts from that one to the other one, because it's way easier for me to have a fully populated playfield next to a non-populated playfield, and I could literally just take parts from one to the other, you know what I mean, and just transfer them over. We'll probably make a rotisserie for the playfields to go on, at least the one that's painted, so that I don't nick it all up. The other one, we could probably just set it upside down on a towel. I don't think that'll be an issue. Or maybe I make 2 of them. You could buy them. They're like $300 or $400, but I think it'd be kind of a fun project to make them out of just some maybe 1-inch square tubing, metal tubing. I was looking on Facebook. You could buy tubing from guys on Facebook. There's actually somebody local to me that's like a half an hour from me that sells like 10-foot pieces of 1-inch, 1/8-inch wall square tubing. They sell 10-foot pieces for like $28 or $30, which is cheap, because if you were to get a 10-foot piece at Lowe's, which you can't, you can only buy a 5-foot piece. They're like $50 for a 5-foot piece. So you're gonna spend $100 for a 10-footer at Lowe's, or you can get one from this guy for $30. So I'll buy a couple of those sticks and we'll make our own rotisserie. I'll make it for probably $150 for one. I could probably make 2 of them for $200 total. So if you think about it, that's $600 if I bought 2 new ones versus $200 for 2 of them. So I probably will just buy 2. I'm probably just gonna make them a tabletop version, and I'll set up 2 of my those white tables, fold out tables I have. I'll put one on one and one on the other. So, all right, guys, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to get this thing uploaded, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably, like I said, I'm going to try to go to Jason's in the morning. I'm going to message him in a little bit. He's a night owl. He'll be up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning screwing around. I don't make it that late. I'm tired by then. But anyways, so he'll be up. He should be up now. I'll get a hold of him and see if he's going to be around tomorrow, maybe noonish area, so I can run out there and get that handled. Then I can get back home, and I want to grind down the control panels for Sinistar and Robotron and start body working. We can body work both of them, to be honest with you, because I got to drill holes in Robotron still, but that's not a big deal. We still have to do body work, so we might as well get it all body worked. Same thing with Sinistar. And then I want to paint the lower coin doors, the marquee brackets, and anything else that is going to get painted black. I'm going to try to get all those parts painted black so I can get them put away and ready for once the cabinets are done. I'm not going to be able to start painting the cabinets probably until next weekend, because I just have all these cars in the way and everything. Maybe I might be able to. We'll see what happens. I still have to paint the sides of the 59. I was planning on doing it on Sunday, but I might not be able to paint the sides of the 59 until Monday afternoon because I got a little bit of dirt on my first coat of clear on the hood, trunk lid, and roof. So I buried it. Clear dirt, not like dirt like black dirt or anything like that. Sometimes you'll get like, when you put the metallic down, sometimes it'll stick up out of the paint and it looks like dirt, but it's not really dirt. But anyways, it was doing that a little bit. So I ended up putting 4 coats of clear on the car. I mean, it's like glass. But I don't think I'm going to be able to tape it off until Monday. Probably have to put it outside all day tomorrow. Sunday, I think it's supposed to rain. But if I can get it to sit outside, because if I go and put the plastic on it Sunday on the hood, trunk lid, and roof, and I paint the sides, I could run the risk of leaving a impression in the fresh clear with the plastic. So I don't want to do that. But we'll see what happens and see how I think it feels. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you want to check out any of this car stuff, motorcycle, gas tank I just painted, or any of these other things, check out the other channel, Troy's Car Restoration and more. So if for some reason I haven't made a video on, the arcade channel, chances are there might be a video on the other channel. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Also, comment, let me know, you guys like these kind of videos? You like to know pricing on this stuff and stuff like that? Let me know. So see you guys tomorrow.